Hey guys, it's Sierra. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to recreate some magazine covers, but with a bit of a twist. All of the photos of these women on the covers are stunning, but I'm not as big of a fan of some of the headlines and article titles that are being teased on the cover. They're usually about things like how to lose weight as quickly as possible, how to change your appearance, how to look good for a man. So we're gonna recreate the photo like I usually do in this series. And then with a little bit of tweaking on the wording, hopefully we can make these magazine covers a little bit more body positive. So for my first photo today, I am recreating this picture of Cara Delevingne for Marie Claire. I think she looks stunning in this photo. I love how like minimal the makeup is, and it's just very true to her. I like that it's stripped down. I think it's a really beautiful picture. What surprised me about this magazine is, so the front, it's like, you know, pretty normal. She's clearly like naked, but you're not seeing anything. You open up the magazine. I'm not gonna show it because, you know, I don't want YouTube to demonetize this video. It's literally just her butt. Just her butt. And you open it up. And also it's taped closed when it's in the store so that you can only see her butt if you buy the magazine. So we're only gonna be recreating the actual cover, not the inner butt page. But I think it's a beautiful picture. I really like Cara Delevingne. I'm excited to do this one. And I've said before, up close photos are not my expertise. I'm not very good at making like subtle, soft facial expressions, so it's gonna be hard to get everything right down to it with this one, but I'm excited, let's try it.
And then give me a tension those eyes right there. There you go, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm surprised I'm actually able to get the facial expression.
You nailed that down.
I was really nervous about that. I like how minimalistic it is. Like, I feel like every magazine cover is like super glam.
Yeah.
And so if they're gonna do like, you know, the bears it all, like a nude shoot, I like that the makeup is also minimalistic. Because I think that can sometimes give like an unrealistic view if you're trying to make it like, oh, this is all natural and like stripped down and naked, but then the face is like
full glam.
Yeah, it's like that's not what everyone else is gonna look like naked. God.
Okay,
I think we got it. Yeah?
Yeah, I feel good about this.
Yay!
All right.
So do you think there's a lot of retouching in the original photo? Because to me, as like someone who doesn't work in photography, I look at that and I'm like, oh, that's so natural. But
that's the goal sometimes, but yeah, there's always retouching here. It's way more subtle nowadays. I mean, back in the 90s and 2000s, they would do like drastic like eyebrow changes and nose contours, but now we are, you know, we're keeping things more realistic. So what they do typically with this, basically smooth out your skin tones and do a little bit of contouring. It's all very subtle, but there is probably, I would say, at least maybe 5 to 6 hours of retouching on this, easily.
What?
Easily.
See, because to me, I look at that and I'm like, oh, this is a natural photo, but that's
the goal.
That's what they want you to think.
Exactly. Even on Instagram, even on like paparazzi photos, everything, always body shaping all the time. So.
Wow. Well, except on our photos.
Nope, none of that. Not happening today.
None today.
Keeping it real, all right?
I love this original photo of Cara Delevingne. I think it's stunning, and I'm pretty happy with the way my recreation turned out too. I really like the original concept of this cover, and it also didn't have a lot of wording that we really needed to change, which is refreshing. Compared to a lot of magazines out there and a lot of the ones that we will do later in the video, it seemed pretty neutral. Like, there wasn't anything that really jumped out at me that needed to be changed. The only thing that we did tweak a little bit is we changed the obsession issue to the self-love issue, because yeah, I mean, we all obsess over Cara Delevingne a little bit. She's an icon, but you could also obsess over yourself a little bit too, you know, show some self-love. So for our next photo, I am recreating Iggy Azalea's cover for Cosmopolitan magazine. As you can see by my pink dress, coat, thing, it's kind of like if a pantsuit was one piece and it was a dress, it would be this and this. I think it's really cute and fun. I think it suits Iggy a little bit more than it suits me, especially with her pink hair, but I'm gonna do my best to channel her and make this photo the best that it can be. Also with the first photo, the cover was pretty plain. There wasn't a lot on the actual cover in terms of like previews, article titles, whereas with this one, we have the sex trend that's only for patient people, the adulting test, which is kind of funny, 10 situationships you didn't even realize, and this is the one that got me. It says, why office bathroom mirror why? Which I think is trying to be like relatable. You know, we all go to the bathroom halfway through the day and are sometimes a little bit jarred with what we see back in the reflection, but I think we can take some of these titles and make them a little bit more positive, make them a little bit more inspiring. And we had a long talk about the idea of selling sex, especially in women's magazines. Like, it always has to have something about sex on the cover, and you don't see that in men's magazines. That's a very like women magazine-centric thing. I think the first inclination is to think that that's empowering for women, but what it really is to me is it feels a little bit manipulative. Not using sex to empower Iggy Azalea, but it's almost like a marketing tactic, a ploy that feels a little bit demeaning, at least to me. I try to be a very sex positive person. I think sex is a totally normal and healthy thing that people should be open and talk about, but I don't think you need to use it to sell your magazines. So maybe we can find a way to twist that wording, make it a little bit more positive. But let's take this photo. I'm excited.
Wonderful. Give me more of a shift though. Right there. Yeah, there. Beautiful.
Conspiracy. Love Iggy Azalea.
Yes.
Think she's great.
We stand.
I'm sure she's not the one who was the creative planner for this shoot, right? And I think it's a really cute idea.
I agree.
But is there any purpose to sexy straw bite right next to the big word sex?
I mean, it's a little sus.
Sex and straw biting cells.
With the hand this way here, it's holding the cup on top. Yeah, and resting on it, and then
She's holding the straw like a pencil.
Yes,
she really is.
Yes, she is. And
Or like someone else. I mean, I don't know what was going through Iggy's head when she was doing this photo, but I mean, I feel like this is one of the more like empowering, powerful, it's kind of like the Zendaya photo that we did, where it's like kind of a little bit sexy, but like boss lady. And I feel like that's like my ideal photo shoot vibe.
Yeah.
This picture was hard to get perfect, but I think the final product is pretty awesome. Here is my recreation of Iggy Azalea's cover for Cosmopolitan magazine. Cosmopolitan is a very mainstream women's magazine, and at first glance, like just on the surface, it doesn't seem like there's a lot wrong with the article titles on this cover. But when I looked a little bit deeper, there were definitely some things that I did want to change, and just like personally, I wouldn't want plastered next to a photo of me. First, the clickbaity sex trend headline. Like, I'm a very open person about sex and sexuality. I'm an adult. I'm not like, ew, sex, avert your eyes, I can't look at this magazine. I think those conversations are important. Like, yes, let's talk about sex. Let's be more open about it. I just don't think it needs to be used as like clickbait on the cover of a magazine to sell that magazine. It feels a little bit demeaning to the beautiful woman on the cover. They just put the word sex really big right next to this beautiful photo of Iggy Azalea, and the article actually has nothing to do with her cover. It's the original clickbait. So I just changed that to the trend that's here to stay, body positivity. And then I changed the why office bathroom mirror why article to yes mirror yes. I get that the original article is just trying to be relatable. Like, we've all had those moments where we look in the mirror and aren't super happy with what we see. But for my own magazine cover, I think it's more important to focus on the positives and encourage women to look in the mirror and focus on the things that they really love about themselves. We've also got 10 ways to know you're worth it and the adulting test. It's all good if you don't pass. We're all working on it. So the next magazine cover that we are recreating is the Hers Muscle and Fitness magazine. This is one that I'm excited but also nervous to recreate. Nervous because, I mean, this girl is, what does it say? 2-time bikini Olympia champ. Her body is much different than mine. And you know, doing a one-to-one comparison can sometimes bring back some of those insecurities that I have. But I'm also really excited because I'm kind of reclaiming a lot of the like body shaming that's on the cover of this magazine with your abs rehab, shed fat, build muscle, and look great. Or I could look great without shedding fat. Your new key to being fitter, faster, your fast track to fitness. It's all very like, you need to change your body right now as fast as possible. There's not much really about health on here. And I'm someone who's actually pretty into fitness and health. Like, I love working out. I like eating foods that make me feel healthy and fresh and strong. But for me, it's about health and not just how to be thinner as fast as possible. And so I'm really excited to be in a sports bra and be in little tight booty shorts like this, but have some fat and not be a 2-time bikini Olympia champion. Like, this woman is beautiful. Like, I don't want to take anything away from her beauty and her cover, but I think it's important to remember that health and fitness don't just have one look. You can be healthy at a variety of different sizes and weights and body shapes. And I feel good and healthy and happy with myself right now. I had a big old salad for lunch with quinoa and chickpeas, and I didn't hold back because I've got some belly fat, and that's fine, and I'm not gonna change it for this photo. So let's shoot it. I'm excited. So Stephanie is going to highlight the whole left side of my body. The woman in the photo is pretty like oiled up. If you guys didn't know, for fitness magazines in particular, but a lot of other photo shoots too, they oil the body so that it gives that like glistened, shiny look. Hers is like oiled to the gods, but we're just gonna highlight me a little bit because being oily does not sound fun to me. Also, her skin is like perfectly smooth, like no imperfections, like no body hair even. I didn't shave before the shoot. It's been like a week since I shaved. So you might see some leg stubble in there, but you know, that's normal. That's me. We're not gonna edit it out. Also in her photo, she's really sucking in, like you can see her ribs. I think I'm just gonna kind of do a more comfortable pose. I think I'm just gonna kind of let the tummy hang out, keep it a little bit more comfortable, but get the same positioning other than that. You know what's funny is I thought I was gonna be more like intimidated about the pose and about like comparing myself, but I really like my body and I really like the way it looks in this photo. And I actually like taking fitness photos, especially as like a plus size girl, because I feel like people, like all the time I get hate comments that are like, go to the gym. And I'm like, I do. Like that isn't the issue. And I think for a long time, especially when magazines like this are thrown at you constantly, you think that like the only reason to go to the gym is to be thin. Yeah. And I think recently I've had to unlearn that, and like I've started going to the gym more and focusing on like weight training and getting stronger and having goals that aren't just like lose weight, be thin, be small. Exactly. Which I think every single other time I went to the gym, it was always about that. When I would go on a fitness kick, it was like, how much weight can I lose and how fast? How much smaller can I get? You know, I need to make my measurements smaller. And I think for the first time, I'm really seeing fitness as like what it's supposed to be about, which is health, which is to eat well and work out so that you can be happy and healthy and live a long life, not to be small. This cover recreation is my absolute favorite. Just looking at the two side-by-sides, like seeing the wording change, it feels really powerful to me. This woman on the original cover, Angelica, is clearly super gorgeous, super fit, and good for her. There's nothing wrong with that. But the reality is, almost every woman who's gonna look at this cover doesn't look like this. And this cover, with all of the lose weight fast, you need to change your body articles, it's really trying to get all of those average everyday women looking at this magazine to feel like they need to buy it so that they can look like this. So on my cover, we changed muscle and fitness to health and happiness. We changed your fast track to fitness to your own track to fitness, because fitness should be a lifelong health journey, not a quick fix to be thin. That the woman featured on the cover, Sierra Schultzie, That's me, believes every body is a beach body. Instead of shows you how to sculpt amazing legs and a killer butt, we have shows you how to love your amazing legs and killer butt. We took the your abs, rehab, shed fat, build muscle, and look great headline and changed it to your abs don't need rehab, fat or muscle, it all looks great. And we changed their headline of power yoga, your new key to being fitter faster, to power stance, your new key to being strong and confident. And lastly, eat pasta, get lean is now eat pasta, enjoy it. And I don't want this to get misconstrued. I am all for health and fitness. I think that working out and eating healthy can be an act of self-care and body positivity. But I think it should be about long-term health and happiness, not quick fixes and aesthetic changes. So that's what I wanted my fitness magazine cover to focus on. Our fourth and final photo we will be recreating is from Serena Williams' cover of Harper's Bazaar. This actually might be my favorite, I think, going into it at least. I love the color of her dress. I love that it says Serena unretouched and in her own words. I think that's really cool. I think it's a lot more positive than some of the other magazine covers. There are a few things on here that I'll definitely change when we do my photo, like no knife eye lift, and again with the big sex just right there. Feels a little bit demeaning for her power pose and how confident Serena looks in this. Like, I don't think you need sex on the cover to sell this magazine. I think it looks cool enough already, and I think Serena's selling it and working it, and I'm gonna try to emulate some of that in mine too.
Like, so what they do, okay, like they'll say like unretouched, but honestly, I think I see so many areas that I know they clearly have touched up. They'll keep in certain like necklines to give the illusion that it's unretouched, but no, it's absolutely retouched.
You think so?
Yes, it's just extremely subtle, and they keep certain things to kind of show like, oh, we know.
Oh, look, we didn't retouch.
Yes, but they did.
I'm
sorry, but you guys did, okay?
I feel like having such a positive crew around me working on the shoot makes me feel like I don't have to look like the other people and I should look like me, and it just makes it easy for me to be in front of the camera when I have you guys around. So thanks for being my positive squad.
Love you.
I would hug you, but my face would be like in your boob.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I really love this Harper's Bazaar cover of Serena Williams. I think she looks glamorous and stunning, and I really like my recreation too. I think it's really amazing that her cover focused on being unretouched and in her own words. That feels really empowering to me. I really, really love that. As Tony said, it's unlikely that the original photo actually was completely free of retouching, but it's more natural at least, and it's a step in the right direction and a message that I think is really important. We tweaked a few of the article titles a bit, but again, the one that really stood out to me was the big sex and the younger man headline. It just feels so unnecessary to me. Like, I get it, sex sells and this is a business at the end of the day, but I think Serena Williams is selling the heck out of this cover on her own. Like, you don't need it. So I decided to just remove this headline from my cover completely, and when you take it away, I think it makes the cover feel more empowering and less exploitative, at least to me. What did you think of the magazine covers and my recreations? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and any suggestions you have for what I should recreate next. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. I also have a vlog channel and a podcast if you want more of me. And you can always find me over on my Instagram, where I post behind the scenes of upcoming videos and lots and lots and lots of outfit pics. I love you guys. Be confident, be kind to your body, and I will see you on Tuesday with another new video. Bye!